Hello everyone, welcome back. My name is Markaflow. We're back to weekly plan on 16th of June. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Okay, let's start. Let me make a few adjustments please for a bit. We have HDF plan, which is high time frame. We can see for TPO, can see for VWAP views, which is also on high time frame. We can see by flows as well, and current plan for today. Okay, let's start. As you may have known earlier, so I follow this guy, which is supposedly an analyst for Bloomberg Terminal, and surprisingly, this guy's posts very fast news. So on 14th of June, which is, if we recall here, 14th of June is on Saturday, okay, which is on weekends. We have lots of war announcement between Israel and Iran, and on those particular time frame, stock market are closed. So earlier, let's see. On my previous post, I say that a quick flash on new week opening, which is on Monday Asia Open, right? And it really flush, but not in particular exact time frame. It's on opening of Sydney session, but should be low volume. But it's okay. We move on. Okay, high time frame plan. Okay, we can see here if we make a volume profile from this particular time frame until now, we see in the previous ones. Okay, let's see, closing this view up here. Okay, we see that price still went higher than our currently developed point of control, and now we are at least targeting this particular highs, or we are rotating towards upsides. Price wise only, okay? But do remember, if we went by ICT standards, we have plenty of bad lows, which means there's a plenty of liquidity that hasn't been swept, and it's near each other. So that's why it's called bad lows. If we're calling it bad highs, so we have plenty of liquidity on top of each other that hasn't been swept. Okay, that's our HDF plans. Okay, composite. Composite TPO, we have 4 days daily composites, which also align with our some of the day. If we open this expanded TPO, yep, 1, 2, 3, 4. This 4 days composite align the value area low aligns with Thursday's POC, which is also in our case our naked point of control. Why? Naked point of control, simply put terms, are point of control that aren't being swept or tapped. Okay, so this point of control hasn't been tapped. This point of control hasn't been tapped. So we have 107.6k naked point of control, which also align with our composite value area low. Our value area low composite are on 107k.6. So it's quite near between each other. Okay, we have lots of rotations between 30th of May until 8th June of composite. We went higher, but now we're rotating lower due to war announcement. Okay, this means that we're now we are expecting a rotation between previous value area. But remember, these 2 days are weekends, and we usually don't include weekends due to low volumes and also no market bias whatsoever. Okay, but if we see here, even though we already when back into VA, we can see that previous composite value area low and Friday's value area low are aligned. Okay, and now we are on a new week. I'm expecting at least we tap into this part. And another note, if we see here on the Forex Factory on Wednesday on 6 p.m., it's on UTC. So this one UTC. Okay. We have FOMC statement and economic projection. So it's probably around about cut rates, if I remember, on Wednesday. So if we remember, like the common event that happens during this news, like FOMC statements, cut rates, and also etc., where Powell is speaking, most of the time it's like, let's see, is D1, D minus 2, D minus 1, and D day. So let's say it's 2 days before FOMC, 1 day before FOMC, and the FOMC day. Okay, usually we have lots of hedging going on. Hedging, it's either going downwards or upwards, but mostly going downwards. Okay, and then usually on the day before FOMC, I think if my memories are correct, we have either lows for the week is on day -2 or day -1, like lows of the week. Lows of the week is either on here or on here. So this day -2, oops, then yep, this gonna be lows of the week or this one. So previous day low gonna get swept, and then the day -1 is gonna be the lows of the week. And on the FOMC day, usually those hedging after Powell starts speaking and finish, hours afterwards, usually they get a relief from this particular hedging. So a relief. How much do we relieve? We don't know, but we have POIs for that. So those POIs are this part. Okay. So I'm guessing we at least have a POI for this, and or if we are acceptance above this, we are expecting a rotation to 110. Okay. Okay. VWAPs. VWAP wise, we once deviates. This should be yearly. Yep. Is it yearly? Wait a minute. I kind of forgot. Oh yeah. This is yearly. The green one is yearly. This is quarterly. Okay. So we are ranging between yearly band VWAP and quarterly band VWAPs, which is both are currently developing. But on the present days, like for the past 3 days, we are struggling to close above quarterly band due to news. Okay, so this is quite concerning, because if we really rejects, this is in terms of VWAP views. Okay, so a different part from the volume profile. Okay, if we close and swap these lows, I'm guessing we really rotate and we accept a rotation at least for a potential bounce on this part. This should be a yearly VWAP, like not a band, just a yearly VWAP, and this is a second quarterly VWAP, like from April. Okay, so I'm guessing if we do have a heavy rotation towards downwards, we're likely gonna have a bounce or at least a reaction around this part from 94k to 95k. Okay, that's on VWAP terms. And lastly, for flows, let's see. Flows actually not too bad, if I may say so. From the lows, this is from the lows, lows. Okay, we see that there's a huge influx opening here. Probably longs. They're trying to chase, and I don't really get why, because we're 2 days before FMC. That's the only big news this week, and we are already having a pump before New York Open. This is very, very a bad thing to do, I guess, because we don't know the reaction in New York. So for now, I think I'm gonna stay flat for this one. But we see that even though there's a lot of market sales, which has market CVD spot has minus in the delta, we see that price still soars. For me, this means that all the limit buys are stepping in for those spot buyers. Okay, current plan for today. So we have VWAP standards. Okay, let's see. Okay, lots of SP here, and then significant amount of rejections a little for a bit. Okay, what I want to see for current plan, I want to see if we went down, I want to see a reaction in the poor lows, and if we went higher, I want to see an initial reactions between that composite on 107.6, which also, if in this case we are aligned with our session POC, so it's much nearer than I expected. Okay, I think that's it for today, and yeah. Okay, one more. If we went higher, I want to see another reaction. Otherwise, I think we went higher if we get accepted. Yeah. Alright, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed.